Hello and welcome to Ricky's Math Minute. I'm excited to be doing these again as I've missed some math, as well as missed being able to provide some great resources to you as you navigate your math work. So some quick housekeeping. If you comment or text Ricky, you're entered to win a gift card in December. Uh, and by comment or text, I mean comment or text something you've learned from this video, an aha moment or something that stood out to you regarding this video to prove that you watched it. Watch this video in its entirety to pick up some new skills. And if you're struggling with anything particular in math, you can send that topic to me and I'll make you a video just like this one. So first, a recipe calls for 3 cups of flour for every 2 cups of sugar. If you want to make a larger batch using 12 cups of flour, how many cups of sugar will you need? So an ACT tip or SAT tip is going to be convert this ratio to a unit rate, avoid constructing unnecessary equations. So you can approach that here this way. However, the easiest way for me to see this problem is going to be 3 cups of flour to every 2 cups of sugar equals 12 cups of flour to X sugar. So in this particular problem, my sugar equals sugar, my flour equals flour, and now I have something to solve. I solve via cross multiplication to get an equation to solve. So you get 3 times x equals 2 times 12. 3x equals 24, and x equals 8, using inverse operations, which we'll talk about in a moment. This is a great way to approach this problem, a very straightforward way, and is going to give you the correct answer every time. Unit rate is something per one. In that regard, you would do 3 divided by 2 to get 1.5 cups of flour for every 1 cup of sugar. And since you have that, you could do 1.5 times 12, and you'd get your answer there. Okay. Next problem. We're told that we have 5x minus 7 equals 18. What is the value of x? It's important to note that um, linear equations increase at a constant rate. We're not graphing this one here, so that doesn't really matter. But what I do want to elaborate on is inverse operations. An inverse operation means that subtraction is the inverse of addition, or vice versa. Multiplication is the inverse of division, or vice versa. So we're given 5x minus 7 equals 18. We must add 7 to both sides because what we do to one side we have to do to the other. We're left with 5x equals 25. Divide by 5, divide by 5, x equals 5. And that is a quick way using inverse operations to solve this simple two-step equation. In a triangle, two of the angles measure 45 and 65. What is the measure of the third angle? In order to make this problem simple, you need to know that 180 degrees makes up one triangle. Since we know that, we can do 180 minus 45 minus 65, and we're left with 70 degrees. Quick, simple way to do that using angle sum facts. You do not need to do a big, long, drawn out scale picture. You don't need to do anything extra. Just remember this fact here, and you'll always be able to solve this problem. If the line y equals 2x plus 3 is graphed on the coordinate plane, what is the line? What is the slope of this line? I've discussed this down here. If you remember and commit to memory slope-intercept form, questions like this will be no math required. Slope-intercept form is this, meaning this. So our answer is 2. Now, if this would have been something like 2x plus y equals 3 and it's asking for the slope, you need to rearrange this, okay? And then that's how you get negative 2, because you do minus 2x, y equals negative 2x plus 3. And the key here is to always remember to put it back in this form. Finally, a right triangle has an angle measure 30 degrees. If the hypotenuse is 10, what is the length of the side of the opposite of the 30-degree angle? So we need to draw out this right triangle, and we need to look at our angle measures. This is 30. We know our hypotenuse is 10, and we know we need the opposite side. Well, I know that trig facts tell me this, that sine, sorry, that sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent equals opposite over adjacent. What's great about this is you can use this very quickly to work in your favor. We're dealing with an opposite and a hypotenuse, so we know we're dealing with sine 30 because we're dealing with a 30-degree angle equals the opposite over the hypotenuse. Now we just multiply both sides by 10. We get 10 sine 30. At this point, you would just type this portion of this equation into a calculator, and X would tell you your answer is 5. Okay. 10 sine 30 is what you type into your calculator, and you would get this answer. What I want to encourage you to do, especially as you navigate higher level math classes from pre-cal and above, and you're looking at a lot of trig facts, commit this to memory. If you can remember SOHCAHTOA, kind of sounds Native American in a sense, but if you can remember SOHCAHTOA, you can remember your sine, cosine, and tangent facts. Remember, comment something you learned in this video. You'll be entered to win a gift card in December. Quick tips to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions less than 2 minutes every time will be discussed in the next video. Come back, take a look, and I'll see you soon.